the music didn't stop sooner. I'm sorry, guys. So give me a plus in the chat if you can hear me and if you can see me as well. Let's see. Good, 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 good. Let's start our meeting today. First of all, today is a wonderful day, very good day. And welcome to our webinar, because we are approaching a very important moment in our company's history, which is the Summit 21. And we're very much prepared right now to this. We're preparing for this event, And very soon we're going to have the official uGain launch, and we're waiting for wonderful news for everyone. As I said, we are listening carefully to our people's suggestions, and at the end, you're going to have a wonderful surprise. But we're not going to talk about presentations, businesses today. Today, we will have a webinar that is dedicated to questions and answers. Questions and answers that haven't been answered by my colleague, Dennis. And if you have the same questions, if you have questions, you can write those questions in the chat as well. Or if you have doubts that need to be dealt away with, that do not allow you to start working with our project. So I would like to ask the moderators to start the screen sharing for us to start answering the questions. Okay, then. Now, let's start with question 1. The question 1 says, is income under the marketing plan from uGain called other revenues in the accounting books? So in accounting books, there are different categories of income. How we should classify that income? Is it other revenue or something else? So we lost Dragos there for a second. Yeah, he's back on. Well, as for the first question, you need to understand that our business is international. Therefore, every country has its own taxation law, and every country has its own rules and their own methods regarding to the declaration of your taxes. So I'd suggest you go to your accountant. Usually in Italy, that's what we do, in order for us to address all taxation related issues and do everything correctly without any mistakes. For example, in Italy, when you submit your tax declaration, tax return, there is a special, say, field where we put the so-called other revenues or miscellaneous that is not part of our regular revenue. But I think only your accountant will be able to give you competent answer. And I think this will be better. So please go to the specialist in your country, in your city, because if I now am going to tell you about it, I'm not sure I will help you, because as I said, the taxation in Belarus, the taxation in any other country might differ. There is no silver bullet or universal answer that would fit everyone's purpose. So let's move on to the next question. How to advertise this application in social media. And it says also, I don't think one video will be enough. So the question is how to advertise the application in social media. One video will not be enough. But as you know, we don't have just one video. We have flyers as well. So we have the landing page that allows to register our entrepreneurs, where we give details about our business. Very soon, we're going to have the news, very important news for everyone. But for now, I can't tell you about it. At the pre-launch stage, to register the companies and business owners, this material should be enough. Just think that no matter the method that you are using for the dissemination, distribution of our application, even if it's a Apple platform or Android, when you download the application, you can see the price of that application, you can see its description, but before you download it and start using it, we need to pay for this application. Therefore, at our disposal, we have a application that we promote. We have all the material that we offer, our flyers and booklets. We have presentations that we have on a weekly basis, plus the video that we can send either by email or share on social networks. Or you can show them in real time. I think at the moment we have more than enough such tools. And I suggest you use our CRM system as well in order to set up your own offline meetings. You will receive statistics, you will see the results. And on this week, you already know we can organize a meeting to analyze your results, your performance, to see what kind of difficulties you faced, and for us to be able to receive the best advice there is, maybe from the best promoters and best coordinators, if they perform really well. The next question is, if the client or a business owner paid for the subscription, how they can grow under the career ladder. For example, if you want to become a consultant in the company, you need your invitees, downlines, to pay $200. Does it mean that all connected entrepreneurs have time to pay the subscription fee at 50% discount, or should they wait for the next year to become a consultant first? For example, how many years I have to wait to become a vice president? Does it mean that if you want to grow under the career ladder and uGain, I need to motivate my partners to invest in World CRU? So guys, there will be a minor delay because the questions are in Russian and they have to be translated into Italian as well for Dragos. But just give us a second. So basically, the question is whether business owners that connected to uGain can pursue their Evorich careers as well. And under the marketing plan of Evorich, guys, we need to separate two things: the marketing plan of Evorich, and we have our own marketing plan. So let's not mix up those two things, those two marketing plans. At the moment, we're not yet synchronized with the Evorich uh, back office and the uGain. It will be synchronized later on. So what we're doing right now, all of it will be registered on our uGain platform. And here we're going to keep in mind the how much. You need to keep in mind that in order to build a career, we are considering only paid subscriptions. So only paid subscriptions will count towards your going up the career ladder. And the same applies to your downlines and, well, obviously uplines. As for the 50% discount, we will have that 50% discount at the official launch. So those who pay for the subscription within the 2 weeks after the official launch will be able to enjoy the 50% discount. And as soon as we have synchronization with Evorich database, we will make sure that people are able to grow up the career ladder. So don't forget, though, that the standard annual subscription is $300 and the discounted price is $150. And don't forget that our marketing plan, uGain marketing plan, differs from Evorich, and we will have to stick to the uGain marketing plan. We allocate 55% to our partners within uGain network. And then synchronization. What does synchronization mean? It means that the uGain data and all the people that you subscribe under uGain will be migrated, will be transferred to Evorich structures as well. But the marketing plan will stay the same. So synchronization means that your downline under uGain will be the same as your downlines in Evorich. But again, I repeat, to go up the career ladder, you need to pay for the subscription. And to be a promoter, you need to be a qualified, you need to pass your exam with more than 50% score. And then you have to be a consultant or higher, or you must have invested a 1,000 units. And also, the people that you subscribe need to pay the subscription fee to you for you to go up higher. So the next question we have, they said that the marketing uGain is the same to reach new statuses. It's not quite clear because an agent in Evorich needs to have two partners who will pay 200 each. And each of them needs to have one partner who paid 50 units. How is it going to be in uGain? Because we have $30, 150, 300. Can you please show it in circles and like tables? Again, I will repeat, guys. So you said that the marketing plan uGain supposed to be the same as in Evorich, but it seems that in Evorich, you need to become an agent, you need two partners who will pay $200 each, and their partners will have to pay $50, 50 units each. In uGain, I'm sorry, we have 30, 150, $300 packages. And Dragos is saying, don't forget that 150 is a temporary discount. So let's not even take it into account here. It's a temporary measure. We need to base our math on the annual subscription of $300. And yes, this is the amount of money that you need to go up the career ladder. as soon as I pay my subscription fee and took my training, and I have a client who also paid an annual subscription, and that's where I can go the career ladder. In uGain, I become an agent with 4 partners. I become a consultant. If we're talking about the $30 monthly subscription, that subscription was developed to allow our employees, our partners, to try their hand at our application, see how it works, see if they like it, and see if they want to do that business. But don't forget that if you want to grow, go up the career ladder, we need to use $300 subscription. The next question is whether you need to carry along your certificate when working with business owners. Guys, again, going back to the uGain contest, only $300 subscription the annual subscription, I'm sorry, the annual subscription will be counted towards meeting the requirements for the contest. As for the question number 4, whether you need to carry along the certificate, no, you don't need it. The 5th question is all partners in Evorich company will automatically be transferred to the application, right? What if not all of the partners will want to use the application, and partners under them will want to use the application? How will the commission for the purchases be calculated? And will those commissions be paid to the partners, upline partners, who didn't want to use the uGain application? So basically, in simple words, we have a partner who didn't pay, but they have a partner in their downline that did pay, and they sold subscriptions. Will the upline receive the commission? Guys, everything that will be in future will be fully synchronized with Evorich. And as for the marketing plan, you will be receiving commission only if you pay for the subscription yourself. Otherwise, you will miss out on the commissions until such time when you pay your subscription. Next question, please. Could you please tell us about the 4 sources of income from referrals? And just remember, guys, if you want to receive commission, even if you're not an active Evorich partner, you can still receive your commission, but for that you need to purchase the uGain subscription. Then your structure will work for you, but the subscription needs to be paid for. So the first question, remember, the 6th question was about the 4 sources of income. Guys, as for question 6, we have at least 10 webinars where we're given all the details about the 4 types of income. So I suggest you go and read them and watch them. Today we're talking about questions that are not clear regarding the marketing plan and so on. And the question to the types of income is really a clear question. The next question is what kind of income the business owner will have. What are the terms and conditions for that income? Well, the business owner will have, again, 4 types of income. The first one is the subscriptions they're going to sell to their colleagues, other companies. The second one will depend on clients. So those expenses that the clients will have within our ecosystem. The more clients we connect, the more the business owner will make money. The more money the business owner will make, because they will receive cash back from each person when they use the application and pay for their purchases in other companies. Under the marketing plan, what amount will be counted towards becoming a user? I guess how much you need to pay to become a user under our marketing plan. 30, 300, 150. And if you want to become a partner, do you need just one user with the subscription fee paid? And how much they need to pay? 30, 150, or 300? And dear partners, I'm sorry for the hectic nature of those questions. We are translating them as they are. So the $30 subscription is just a light version of the subscription for people who would just want to give it a try. But if you want to pursue your career here, you need to pay annual subscriptions. So the question is moot. The next question is about the statuses. In the company, we have partners with different statuses and different number of partners in their structures. We have a contest which was announced to attract business owners. If our company leaders pay uGain subscription and then their partners do the same, then having big structures, they automatically become the best, they automatically get the best chances to win in this promotion, in this contest. I think what the partner means is that top leaders in our company have an advantage having big structures to win the best prizes in the contest if they have already big structures and they motivate their partners to buy the subscription. Look, guys, in the contest, we have all annual subscriptions that count towards in our contest, only annual subscription count towards the contest, the prizes. But guys, you must remember that many of our top leaders are coordinators, and coordinators cannot participate in this contest. And all the rest have the same fair conditions, because we're talking about companies, entities that pay for the uGain subscription. So the next question is again, taxation question. How do we pay taxes, and then how do we declare those taxes, and how do we explain to our clients what kind of tax they're going to pay when they receive income under uGain marketing plan? I'm sorry for typing, guys. This is really, really urgent. So I guess we're waiting for the question being translated to Dragos, and here we go. The company So if we're talking about the legal entity will surely receive an invoice, and it's easy to declare your income based on the invoices. And if it's about physical individuals, and physical individuals start doing our business and say make $5,000 in 1 year, for example, in Italy, $5,000 in Italy, if you make up to $5,000 per year in Italy, you don't need to declare that amount. So I guess if every country has its own maximum limit, that you don't have to declare for taxation purposes. And then when you exceed that amount, you either have to become an individual entrepreneur or sole proprietor or self-employed person and pay your taxes accordingly, or you declare that income as your physical individual income, and then you pay taxes applicable to your status as physical individual, as natural person, and you will be receiving all the income reports in your back office. And don't worry about taxes, guys. Think about how to make money, and then you will think about how to pay taxes on it. Unfortunately, right now, our legal department won't be able to help you in this on this matter. So talk to your accountant, your financier, your economist, and explain them your specific situation, and then I guess that specialist will give you the best solution there is. The next question is, based on what document are we going to promote this project? We have certificates. What if the business owner, the business professional, asks for an official legal document?
Well, we have a contract concluded with our promoters that actually connects our product uGain with those people who took training and passed the test and can promote. This is the main document that enables you to work as a promoter, and the company itself has all the licenses to promote and as well as to offer it via Play Market. And this is the simple purchase of software, nothing special. As soon as it is in App Store or Play Market, you can easily do it. And then entrepreneurs will get the invoice to their email after they purchase this app. Can I, living in the country which is not in the first list of testers, invite other people to be promoters? May I, if I live in a country which is not in the first list of testers, invite entrepreneurs and partners who are ready to be promoters? Look, your country doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all where you are. What matters is which language you speak, as the materials are not translated into all the languages. In case in your country or your partners speak English, you are welcome. You may use the materials translated into English. The same applies to Russian, Vietnamese, Spanish. Your country does not matter here. What matters is the language. Question 13. The third type of income from the connected or tied cards to the uGain app. Does it apply to everyone, entrepreneurs, promoters, and customers? Yes. Third type of income applies to everyone. But please remember that it applies only to those with the paid subscription. Those people without the subscription, you can get the information that these people only get their earning from the two downlines. The fourth type of income that is paid out by entrepreneurs, does it apply only to his personal customers? Does it apply to their friends as well? Does this type of income apply to their friends as well? We have two depths, so two levels down. Well, let me think. Yes, only two levels down. For instance, the executive officers of the trading centers are not the business owner. uGain-business is for legal entity, and this officer is quite is curious to know where his gain is. The executive officers of some legal entities are not business owners. And if they recommend this application to the customers, to the employees, so this executive officer of this legal entity of this business is curious to find out where is my gain. The gain will be received by the business owner, as it seems, or not. You know, I don't actually understand this question. Well, I think that you are to talk to a business owner, but not the employee, and the owner will make a decision. It's a similar thing if I go to a shop and start offering our application, proposing our application to a cashier. Cashier is not empowered to take this decision. I am to talk to a business owner. The business owner will have his promo code and he will attach, or he will connect and activate all his chains, all his shops in his chain. So he is simply the employee that administers this trading center, this shopping mall. And they may not even decide or make decisions. The only thing is, so he is not decision maker, only if he has the power of attorney, master power of attorney. So you are to find out the person who in this shopping mall is responsible for decision making. The next question. If there is no subscription paid, will the entrepreneur get a cashback? Two, there was no sound in the Russian room. To actually get some cashback, you are to be either a promoter or an entrepreneur who registers another entrepreneur. You may not recruit or register people simply by downloading the application. You may simply recommend, and you may make your earning on two lines down. And as soon as you understand the opportunity to make your earning, you can pay the subscription and activate your subscription and will earn more. We study this system and do it intentionally so that every user is interested in developing their business down. What is cashback accrued in? The fourth type of bonuses is accrued in points, and the third type of bonus is accrued in money. The fourth type of bonus, cashback, is accrued in points. The next question, whether our application can be used by small shops in neighborhoods, and in case they are joint stock companies that produce some dairy products. Will this application feed them? Yes, it is suitable for everyone. The most important thing is that there are the goods and products and customers are ready to buy these goods or these products. And no matter which line of operation or activities the business has. So therefore, they can benefit from the app. Can sole proprietors that focus only one product and have no office benefit from using our application? Will individual entrepreneurs or sole proprietors selling only one product or service benefit from using our application? The more customers this individual entrepreneur or sole proprietor has who download our application, the better it will be for him or her. And he will have more opportunities to promote his service or products. The secret of uGain is to create a channel of communication between the business and the customer. The more customers download this app, the more opportunities you have to promote, to advertise your product. You may have another product in your range of products, and you can promote and market your promotions and discounts offered. And you can post some pictures and this way promote your business, and you will actually also promote for the customers of your for clients of your clients. And their work in this application should be, the idea is this one. So free download of this application by all the customers any business has. Who generates the code of the employee of a businessman? After you get your package, you get an email you will get an email to Evorich back office in the section, in the tab personal messages, communication, direct communication, and there you will find a code with a link. And by using a link, you can get access to the landing page. And there you can generate your promo code. Does a cashier need a separate code? In this particular case, the employee may use the code of the entrepreneur, but in case the employee wants to pay for his subscription and take advantage of the marketing plan, then he can get his promo code as well and register people into his structure. But most importantly, he has the relevant training received. If the entrepreneur has no logo, is it obligatory? When an entrepreneur has a company, then generally, in any case, he has some image, some brand that makes him different. Therefore, this question sounds strange, but it's not. But not answering your question, no, it is not obligatory. But you'd better have some identification mark, but to sell your product, it's not mandatorily. It's very important to understand that your customers must download the app. In the main presentation, there is a slide, Marketing Tools, picture number 2. It reads, give good bonuses to your customers, earn points. What does this mean? What do you mean by saying to earn points? There may be some translation error. I don't remember by heart. Look, if they are welcome points, then the entrepreneur decides on his own whether to give these welcome points to those people who download the app or not. So that there is this bush telegraph between the customer and his friends. And the entrepreneur on his own may decide to give these new customers some welcome discount or a gift. But the business, the entrepreneur decides, or the number of these points, and may change this bonus on his own. This is the decision of the entrepreneur.
How to register a business owner who is already registered in Evorich, whether in API or CRU tab? This is question number 1. Well, how can you have a company registered in CRU and API? This is my question for you. Let's assume that it's a physical entity. It's one question. If it's a legal entity, then it's a completely different question. So we can use the landing page for business registration. If you are already registered, then we will see it in the system when we do the synchronization. You will, in any case, register that company in uGain using the landing, and then we will see whether that company, that legal entity, has already been registered in the API. So we have quite a long question. So this is the continuation of the first question. The person is asking, one of my invitees would like to connect to uGain without taking the training and the exam. According to the rules, when he can join uGain using the link of the person, of the promoter. So since I can register my business using the link, I have this right? If I receive the link from the promoter and I have a business, I can register my business, correct? So during the registration, I have to specify my email and my telephone number. And I will have immediately two back offices, the legal entities offices and the physical individual office, which means that I will have two back offices with two different emails, two different telephone numbers. So it turns out that I'm going to have, if I already have a back office in Evorich, I will have a second back office in Evorich, which is prohibited by the company policy that you can create only one back office using the same ID. So you know what I mean here, right? So what should we do in this case? How we can connect a business owner, what kind of email and telephone number we need to use in order not to break the Evorich policy, violate the policy, and to preserve your structure using the same telephone number and the same ID or passport. I'm not quite clear about the first part of the question, though, says Dragos. Okay, Harish, I can see your answer or a question, and I will surely try to insert it somewhere, okay? So the first part of the question is what we should do if I'm a promoter and I'm a business owner at the same time, and I have already my back office in Evorich. And if I register myself and my own company, yes, that's what I didn't understand. But sorry, I'm asking about that partner not willing to take the test and taking the training, because the partner is asking, what if my downline doesn't want to take training and the test, and they cannot connect to uGain. But there is a loophole. They can use the link of the promoter, correct? So instead of taking the training, they will use the link provided by the promoter and register their business, correct? Yes, correct. And then the person says, I have that right, that opportunity, and according to rules, I have to register my business using my link. When registering, I have to specify the email and the telephone number of my company, and I will have two back offices right away, as a physical individual and a legal entity's back office. Dragos, are two back offices created at once when you register a company? But I'm not, no, they can register their business and that's it as a legal entity, because that's what they want to do, to register their company, correct? Yes, correct. In order to receive the link to uGain-business and use that application in their business activity. So by doing so, they have to register as a company, and they will enter the new data, but the data belonging to that company, not the physical individual. They don't have to register again as a physical individual. They will specify the company's telephone number and email, not register a second time as a physical person. Okay, let's move on then. So Dragos, without taking the training and taking the test, passing the test, we won't be able to promote that application and register business owners. Is that correct? Business owners who have already paid subscriptions and who are already familiar with other business owners, and those business owners don't have to take the exam because they are already business owners. They already know business. They do business. If you want to use our application for free, remember, we said that you need to find 8 more companies that will buy the subscription, and using the commissions coming under the marketing plan for registering those companies, your subscription will pay it for itself. So, and again, a business owner already owns and knows business, so they don't need to take the training because they are business owners and they can promote the application. And if they do so and they make other 8 companies buy the subscription, their subscription will be free for them. But employees, if they want to register somebody under their name, cannot do so unless they qualify as promoters. And the business owner, moreover, will be using the application and they know how it works. They will know all the internal workings of the application, whereas the promoter will have to learn, will have to see the promoter, the possible promoter, will have to learn how it works. The next question is how many sources of income a client can have if they didn't pay the subscription. 4 types of income as it was mentioned in the presentation. And where does it say? And what kind of income you can receive if you don't pay the subscription fee? So we were mentioning it during our presentations. It's in the presentation, guys, in all those videos and lessons that we had. There is no official document that you can find that information from. It's company presentations. That's where you take that information from, and just rewatch the video and you will see what kind of income you are eligible to receive. When we offer uGain, how should we introduce ourselves? Evorich partners, uGain partners, promoters, some other title? Yes, call yourself promoters. So how I, as a business owner, can check whether you have the right to promote uGain product. Okay, the Dragos says that if you're asking this question, I don't think you're not fully ready to promote this project. Maybe you do have to, get some training and take the test because those questions are self-explanatory. We will still talking about the first question, how we should introduce ourselves, a partner, a promoter, and so on. So the second question, how I, as a business owner, can check whether you have the right to promote uGain project. How can you confirm that? Maybe marketing services contract, the list of representatives with the names and surnames, photo, telephone number on the official uGain website. So in other words, how a promoter can confirm his powers or her powers to be a promoter. Maybe, Harish, that is partly in answer to your question, but let's see. So Dragos says that every person in their back office have the agreement that they signed for the provision of marketing services for our company. Okay, let's see. Maybe yeah, trading license is different from the contract. I agree. We'll have to wait until the end of the written questions to ask yours. So basically, a business owner wants to make sure that the promoter who comes to the business owner is a genuine promoter and not a fraudster or a con artist. So this is the point of the question, I guess. So guys, the list of promoters and so on is not publicly available data. This is sensitive information, and I'm not sure we're in a position to disclose that kind of information. And if a person comes to you and they would like to sell you some kind of services, they will be showing you their agreement with the company, the supplier of certain services, or they will show you, for example, some kind of certificates or IDs, but those documents can be easily falsified. Therefore, a business owner can take the promoter's telephone number, the data, ask for the data from the promoter, and send an email to our company and ask whether this particular promoter is company's promoter or not. Like, let's say John Smith. Could you please, dear sirs, tell me if John Smith is your promoter? And the company will reply whether it is so or not. Of course, people working for a specific company. So I don't think you need any kind of additional confirmation. So Harish, I asked your question and also said that it was raised on numerous occasions. Let's see what Dragos has to say. So the commercial or trading license is owned by the company called uGain Inc. And uGain Inc. has the right to sell this product through their platform, Apple, Google Store, and GoPay. I think that was the name of the platform. So basically, it's not you who are selling, it's the uGain company that sells the product. The promoter just promotes. The promoter doesn't need any kind of commercial or trading license. The promoter needs only to have the cooperation agreement or partnership agreement with the company, which you have by signing your partnership agreement with the company in the back office. That's all you need. Let's move on. Но он не согласен, я не знаю, может... Let's see what Dragos has to say. Harish, maybe Dragos can give you an example and it will be clearer to you. For example, what if I want to download an application to my iPhone? From Google Store, Apple Store, App Store. If it's an Apple Store, it already means that there is a commercial license to sell this product because it's an Apple Store or Google Play Market. And if a person comes to you as a business owner and offers this application to you or promotes this application to you, it means that they have some kind of an agreement with that company, with the selling company. So Harish, not all of the applications in Apple Store or Google Play Market are registered in all the countries. They need to be registered in one place. That's it. You're promoting, you're not selling. The company is selling, and the company registered in their jurisdiction, like all other paid applications in one. Then Harish, you have to go and check with your local regulations, with your local regulators, local lawyer, because you are a promoter, you are not a seller, you're not a salesperson. If the application didn't have a trading license, that application wouldn't be included in Apple Store or Play Market. I mean, do you mean that you can't go to a person and offer them to download a paid application? That's what you mean? Dear partners, if the local regulations indeed is different from the local regulation like in Italy or somewhere else, please do consult with the local lawyers or professionals that can help you with that, because of course we cannot be aware of all the regulations in all of our partner countries. Maybe they will help you and with the advice how to better formalize your business activities in your particular country. Maybe things that are applicable in Italy will not be entirely legal in some other country, and the other way around. For example, something that happens in the Middle East might not always be applicable to Europe, Russia, or the United States. That's why when you were asking about where you're asking whether our lawyers can consult our partners on how to pay taxes. Remember, we had questions related to taxation. I told you that our lawyers are working at the global level and working at the we're working at the global. You see, Harish, you're using the word may, which means that you're not sure. So in order to be sure, you have to first seek legal advice in your own country. That's my advice, as my personal advice. We also have to see what kind of, again, local settings you have. It is way better to ask professional advice, professional consultation with accountants, registered certified accountants, maybe taxation consultants or lawyers in your specific country. But for the company to work at the international level, it has all the necessary licenses, permissions. and we sign an agreement with our promoters. It's an agreement between uGain Inc. Incorporated and this specific person, promoter. And the promoter promotes and the company sells. Because when the person buys the subscription, the money go to the uGain Inc. It's like a digital contract that physical individual signs with the company uGain Inc. And hopefully this answer is exhaustive. So in the registrations category, there is no such category as hotels. What if I want to register a hotel? What kind of category I should attribute hotel to? In which language this you are checking this application? What language your landing page is? We don't really know, Dragos, because we're taking the questions from the written list of questions, not from the chat. Harish, if you need a clear license, you have to get a clear license. I mean, you go to the licensing authorities and you get one. That's you have the answer in your own question. If you want to promote this application, if you're sure of the local regulations, of course. Guys, as for the question regarding the absence of hotels in the list of categories, please send your feedback to your coordinator, local coordinator, and the coordinator will surely make sure that the hotels are added to the list of categories. But hotels should be there. We will check them. If I have a hotel, do I have to pay the annual subscription? Well, if you want to use the application uGain-business to improve your activity, commercial activity, then yes, sure, you have to pay for the subscription. Will there be a manual on how to, or guidelines on how to register a business owner in the application? Yes, we are preparing. We are working on both video instructions and written instructions in all the languages. And also the instructions on how to register business owners are with your coordinators. So please go to your coordinators and they will give you the instructions. It's 6 short videos. They are being uploaded to YouTube and very soon they will be published. Next question, please. So if the business owner registers him or herself independently from the promoter, is there a chance, is there a possibility in the program to ask a question? Okay, the question is not really formulated well. Let's see if we can understand what it means. Yes, if you need it, there is a uGain support email, and you write there. When this application be launched in Georgia, not Georgia, US, but Georgia, former USSR country. What language do you speak in Georgia? It's Georgian and partly Russian. Then in this case, at first we register in those countries, we will register business owners in those countries where we launch our application, the top 10 or top 20 countries, and then we'll have to go wider. But I won't be able to give you the exact date right now when it's going to happen because I don't want to lie to you. How can I change the password in the application? There will be video instructions for each step that you are going to, that you will have to take in the application. If I don't have this application on my phone, can you accumulate your customer base without having this application on your phone? So that's a little bit strange question. You have to download the application and install it on your phone, and then you will be able to accumulate and work with your client base. The next question, I paid for the subscription and I'm interested when Georgia will be connected. Well, it's the same question, I guess. Yesterday, I wanted to register a business owner, but I failed. What could be the reason why I couldn't do that? I guess there is not enough data information why you couldn't register a business owner. It's quite simple, really. Maybe your internet wasn't working, or there was some internet package losses. And there's one more question about Georgia. When we're gonna have the Georgian code and the Georgian currency? But I guess, Dragos, you already answered that question. What about the countries that are not in the top, first top countries? Yes, we will be there eventually, but first we launch in our top selling countries. Next question. When during cross marketing, a client bought service or a product from another business owner and accumulated points and then spent those points at the second business owner. So they used all of their points to make a purchase. So what's the benefit for the second business owner except increased customer base, because they sold the product yet they didn't receive any money, only points? So why should the second person benefit, the second business owner benefit? Well, the benefit comes from the subscriptions. It depends on
your position under the marketing plan. So, under your rank, in accordance with your rank under the marketing plan, your dividends will be the points after the payment of the second entrepreneur. Are they lost or are they transferred or handed over to him? If I am a partner of a restaurant and I tell my friend, please download uGain app, I show the code to him and I advise him to have his meals in this restaurant, and I will get my points I can spend in the same restaurant, but I cannot spend these points in a different restaurant because otherwise it happens that the second entrepreneur gets no benefit. I give customers to him, and he in turn offers some points or discount simply because I brought new customers to him. And these points can be spent at the entrepreneur's business. Can be spent at the entrepreneurs. I bring additional customers because otherwise a totally different entrepreneur will see no advantage. Please understand this. Points could be spent only in the business you recruited some customers to. Otherwise, we will establish a system that is not sustainable at all. Let's move on. How can I know whether entrepreneurs are registered or not? Coming back to the previous question, I can tell you that you may spend the points in the business or a shop or any other business entity that provides these points to you. Do you remember what we discussed before, that over this time, our customers will become our loyal customers, those who come back to us. And it is one of the ways to make them loyal. Yes, please continue, Tatiana. How can I learn whether entrepreneurs are registered or not? Suppose I sent my landing page to entrepreneurs, whether they are registered or not. Should I give them the phone calls? Where can I see my structure? Can see all those registered in my structure. During this pre-launch phase, it's not possible as we have no back office. Whereas after the official launch, you will see all this data. And this is the reason why I recommend you to show your work in CRM system. And this way you register there those companies that agree to buy a subscription, and you will get your database with in the landing page is used for the uGain ecosystem, and when there is the official launch date, you may invite those entrepreneurs you actually talked to, and they will decide to buy the software. And you will see who purchased the subscription. Which data should I indicate in the business card? My full name and the telephone number, and can I post the QR code there? Yes, you can, and I would even advise you to put your full name, your telephone number, or even email. Or info uGain. Some name with the word uGain. Please, you decide. And this way, and when you provide your business cards, they will understand that you are a promoter, and on the back side of the business card you can post some QR code, and this QR code write down some motto like reduce your costs. And then you write down you gain with no pain. Or you may write down reduce costs of your company. Or if you are a promoter, you may indicate your position, uGain promoter. If you are coordinator, you may indicate uGain coordinator. Those who are directors may indicate that they are directors. Will there be a detailed training on the marketing plan, features, and all the types of earnings? I want to understand what exactly entrepreneurs will get and the customers, whether all the 4 types of income will apply to both of them. Please go to the section in the Academy of Private Investor where we have all the training materials. And in the sector education, in the right hand corner, you can find a tab business uGain-business, and you click there and you will get all the materials. With our training materials, and there we discussed a lot the strategy of sales, the marketing plan as well, and therefore please watch again these lessons and trainings and also attend our presentations. I'd like to add something to what Dragos said. Training uGain training is in Evorich back office now. A few days ago, since EIPs are in Evorich and uGain cooperates with Evorich, so for you not to be confused, everything is in Evorich. Instead of API back office, go to Evorich back office to find all these training materials there. Which activities do I need to indicate when I register as a promoter, as a self-employed person? for the taxation purposes. And who do I need to sign a contract with to make up my report? In our back office, there will be the contract to sign. And from the point of view of the company, you'd better consult the tax agent in your country or the financial consultant who can explain and give the detailed instructions about your legislation. Are you going to deliver a training on the way to explain how to keep records, accounting records, by using the discounts, cashbacks, and bonuses? How the entrepreneur will keep accounting records, including discounts, cashbacks, and bonuses. Look, here, these are the issues to be addressed to your financial or tax agent, because when an entrepreneur buys our app, he gets this agreement between the entrepreneur and us on service delivery, on service provision. What are welcome bonuses about, and how are they different from cashbacks and discounts? As I said before, welcome bonuses are provided by the entrepreneur to those people who came to him through some bush telegraph, and the cashback will be provided to the person who recommends his business. What is the timing for my getting access to the promo code to promote the application among entrepreneurs and the CRM uGain system? I bought my package on the 12th of March. You must have already received your message in the section Messages, Communication in the Evorich back office, and there you should find this message with all the links required. There you will find CRM and landing. Use the same data you use for Evorich or the Academy of Private Investor. Are you going to provide more detailed or in-depth trainings? I don't actually understand the question. Why hasn't this application been tested before the pre-launch phase? Because now we can actually spoil the promotion by offering the application that is semi-ready. But how can you decide that it is semi-ready? It is semi-functional. When you make a payment and download something from App Store or Google Pay, you don't know what to expect. You simply get some instructions. We have tested everything. It is functional. We making some final improvements and it will be officially launched. We are short of questions. We have some questions in the Italian room. A user who paid for uGain Start package bought this package uGain Start. He didn't get the email. He must go to, you must indicate your details in Evorich. Are there offices to set up in each country? Office is located where the headquarters are. Quite likely, when we grow up, we can open other offices. And there is a question whether we are operational in Romania. Not yet. Those who do the network marketing, can they pay for the subscription? Yes, they can. Can the entrepreneur promote uGain to other entrepreneurs? If he is a network marketer of other products, yes, he can register the entrepreneur in our system, and then entrepreneurs will promote their products. When is the next exam schedule? Generally once a month. But if requested, we can arrange them more frequently. And so far, we have had even more than expected, first of all. Нет, у нас есть вопросы. I would recommend you to follow up the news, as we are preparing a surprise, and it will distinguish us on the market. Another tool that will enable you to reach all your goals. answering the question of Yelena. If I am a promoter and an entrepreneur at the same time, do I need to pay two subscriptions? You can pay the business, you can pay for the business subscription and then promote to the others, to other entrepreneurs. Adrian, we are addressing your question about the subscription of 150 units. Yes, you may move to list A and you may buy the subscription of 150 units and promote uGain in those countries where we already started to implement uGain, although Romania is not in this list of countries. You can do it, as right now we are based on the specific languages and we will work in those countries where the promotional materials are available, the languages, those countries with the languages in which we have these promotional materials available. Look, if you cannot find yourself in list A and you believe you should be there and you believe that you meet all the criteria to be in list A and to become a promoter, then simply call the support team. They will double check everything and manually will include you to list A and you can buy your package, start uGain. Ellen, now we are taking your question about a manual to use to train business owners. Quite soon, there will be some instructions, some manual to use to explain uGain app to business owners. Shayla, now we are taking your questions. During this pre-launch phase, you simply register them in the landing and all the data required there, you should indicate them. But after the verification by the company, we will request the business to provide the taxpayer identification number, but there will be the relevant manual or guidelines provided. And now, for the time being, you register businesses in the landing page only. Ellen, your question about business cards. you are to contact your coordinators and they will equip you with the relevant material you can print out. So this is a question, Sandra, yours. The difference between a business owner referring the app to another business and promoter referring business. The marketing plan applies in both cases, but the only difference is that the entrepreneur applies uGain-business app, whereas a promoter uses a different application. He will have an application equal to the customer's one. These are two different applications. So therefore, a business owner, entrepreneur will have a different application. Sandra, can we please get a badge or something to wear when we are promoting? A good suggestion, by the way. I believe we will do something. Thank you for your suggestion. Halit, this is your first question, if we can have a business information package. Again, there will be some videos recorded. Some of them are already exist for promoters, and similar videos, explanatory videos, will be made for entrepreneurs. Halit, the first part of your question about demo version of uGain. Unfortunately, the update is no, it's not possible during this pre-launch phase. And the pre-launch phase offers a chance to entrepreneurs to be in the first rows and to book their ride for a discount, whereas the functional version of uGain will be available after the launch of the uGain. It's similar to any other app on Apple Store or Play Market. So you simply pay and then get a chance to benefit or to use the application. So this is a question, a suggestion or a request from Shayla to extend the promotion. Shayla, which promotion are you talking about? You mean this promotion with a discount for the promoters, 150 for the promoters to buy the package? Could you please write down either in the chat or here in the question box? Chandra, Rai, we are answering your question about Nepal and whether it is possible to register. So there you speak Hindi and English. Therefore, using these languages during this pre-launch phase, you can benefit, take advantage of our landing pages and start registering entrepreneurs in Nepal. So what kind of products we can buy and sell, please? So there are no restrictions, no limitations. Any products could be sold through uGain. And I believe Denis Bispyatov actually discuss it. At which we discussed the process of registering the entrepreneurs. And the previous webinar was quite detailed as well. Shayla, we got your explanation. Thank you very much. It has been extended till the end of this month, and then the company will make the relevant decision. If needed, it may be, but no promises at this point. This is the question of Ellen, whether promoters can get banners or promotion materials. You should contact your coordinators because they have all these promotional materials already available. So please discuss it with them. There is a follow-up question that a promoter has no application and he may not actually in a visual way show to entrepreneur how it operates. Is that right? Business app. uGain-business can be obtained only by entrepreneurs. And when you sell any app to a business together with them, you can download this app and take them through different steps. With you as promoters, you will have a different application, as there are no other, so you're not a legal entity. Я получил все свои детали и приобрел пакет uGain. Что я должен делать дальше? Объясните, пожалуйста, пошагово. Это из индийского чата. So this is a question from the Hindi room. Guys, it seems that from the English room, all the questions have been answered. So now you may use the landing page to register the companies. So this is the next step to take after you buy your package. Start uGain, I guess. Then in the landing page, you may register the companies. There is another question about small and medium-sized businesses. What is the cut off for a medium to a large business? Small business is when you act as a sole proprietor, and a large business that is one that includes a lot of branches or affiliates under one umbrella. So if there is only one business, then it is small one. But if it has the branches and affiliates, and it depends, again, it depends. If the company operates under one taxpayer's number, different rules will apply. Or if they are large franchise, then for these large networks or chains, we will sign individual agreements, as they may have several countries. First of all, we ask you to work with small and medium-sized businesses with these large corporations, because here there should be a separate strategy used. For instance, to register 1,000 companies of a franchise, there should be a different strategy used. Answering the question about the next uGain exam, I will actually repeat that our platform is not solely for small and medium-sized businesses. It is for large businesses as well, but they will be recruited or involved a bit later, as there will be different terms and conditions that apply to them. And approximately once a month, we arrange a test, we arrange an exam. Khalid, I believe we have answered all your questions. Guys, I see no further questions in the English room, sorry. Are we done? Guys, I'm really, really sorry. I was kicked off with my internet connection. Sorry, and Dragos is asking you to review all those materials that have already been posted in the chats and in the back offices. So please read them through. And I want to thank you for your attention, for your patience, and thanks a lot for your time, and see you next time. Bye-bye.